Have you ever felt a sudden jolt of fear with just one step, wondering if you might lose your balance? Many older adults live with this worry every single day, and in the United States, a fall sends someone to the ER every 11 seconds. But what if walking could feel safe and steady again, free from that constant anxiety? What if just a few small changes in the way you move could transform your confidence completely? Imagine stepping forward without fear, enjoying your walks without second-guessing each stride. And here's the real surprise. Thousands of seniors, like Dorothy from Oregon, have already discovered how simple walking tricks can restore freedom and joy in their daily lives. Today, you'll learn 5 powerful techniques that are changing lives. Let's begin with the first one. Scan 4 steps ahead with your eyes. This small, simple adjustment makes a big difference in reducing the risk of falls. Instead of looking down at your feet or letting your gaze drift, train your eyes to focus 4 steps forward. This way, you'll spot obstacles early and give yourself time to react, greatly lowering the chance of a dangerous stumble. This simple habit doesn't just help you avoid hidden dangers, it also builds confidence, making every step feel safer. Imagine walking down a street you know well, only to face a loose rock, a cracked sidewalk, or a stray cord. If your eyes are fixed on the ground beneath you, or distracted by what's around, you may not notice the hazard in time. The result can be a painful stumble that harms both body and spirit. But by scanning 4 steps ahead, you give your brain the extra seconds it needs to respond. 4 steps is the sweet spot. Close enough to see the ground clearly, yet far enough to adjust your stride, change direction, or brace for uneven spots. This small shift in routine gives you better control of your surroundings, cutting down the risk of mishaps. Take Margaret, a 72-year-old from Oregon. After 2 serious falls, one in her kitchen and another on her driveway, her confidence was badly shaken. She once enjoyed her backyard walks, but uneven paths with gravel, stray cords, and low branches turned into sources of fear. Every step carried the worry of another fall. Then she began scanning 4 steps ahead. Instead of staring at the ground right under her feet, she trained her eyes on the path just in front of her, and everything started to change. By practicing this habit, Margaret could easily spot cords or uneven patches along her path. After only a few weeks, she wasn't just avoiding close calls, she felt more confident with every step. Her backyard was no longer a danger zone, but a place to enjoy peaceful moments once again. The beauty of this technique is how simple it is to practice. You can start right at home, perhaps in a hallway or in your yard where everything feels safe and familiar. Walk slowly, keeping your eyes fixed 4 steps ahead. At first, it may feel unusual, but with repetition, it becomes second nature. Soon, you'll notice not only safer walking, but also a greater sense of ease and control. If you've ever stumbled because you didn't see something in time, this 4-step scan can be the solution to prevent it from happening again. Give it a try and feel the change for yourself. A small adjustment today can help keep you steady for years to come. Now let's move to the second technique, stepping from heel to toe. This simple yet powerful method requires no special equipment, but it can greatly reduce the risk of falls, a problem that sends an older adult to the ER every 11 seconds in the United States. Instead of shuffling or stepping flat-footed, focus on rolling your foot smoothly from heel to toe with every stride. This simple adjustment not only improves balance, it also activates the muscles in your legs, feet, and even your core, helping you move with greater stability and control. Think about times when you've dragged your feet, often from fatigue, stress, or lack of focus. That habit, known as shuffling, makes you more likely to trip, slip, or lose balance. When you plant your feet flat or fail to lift them properly, you miss out on the natural strength of your calves, thighs, and abdominal muscles. This increases the risk of accidents, from minor stumbles to serious falls. The heel-to-toe technique changes everything. By letting your heel touch the ground first and smoothly rolling your weight toward your toes, You activate a chain of muscles running from your feet through your legs and into your core. This not only supports proper posture but also reduces the chance of falling, giving each step more security. It also helps you conserve energy, making walking less tiring and more comfortable, even over longer distances. The secret behind this method is simple. It works with the natural design of your feet. Built with arches to absorb impact and support balance, your feet function best when you move heel to toe. Shuffling or flat steps bypass these natural benefits, while this technique allows your body to walk as it was meant to. By rolling from heel to toe, you not only improve stability, but also strengthen essential muscles that often weaken with age. This helps counter the decline in coordination and balance many older adults experience. In a way, the heel-to-toe method works like a gentle workout, training your body without the need for a gym or complicated routines. The result is safer walking, better posture, and less fatigue after each trip. Dorothy, a 72-year-old from Oregon, is a clear example of its power. After 2 painful falls, one in her kitchen on a wet floor and another in her driveway when she tripped over a rock, she nearly gave up walking altogether. She once loved her backyard strolls, but fear made her shuffle cautiously, a habit that only made her less steady, especially on uneven ground. When she first heard about the heel-to-toe method, Dorothy was doubtful. She had walked the same way for decades, and changing felt strange. Still, she gave it a try, starting with slow steps in her yard. She focused on each stride, letting her heel touch first, then smoothly rolling to her toes, as if her foot were gliding down a ramp. At first it felt awkward, but with just a few minutes of daily practice, she soon began to notice a difference. Her steps soon grew steadier, as if each foot was planted with intention. She no longer felt shaky on uneven ground, and her posture improved, standing taller with shoulders relaxed. After a few weeks, Dorothy noticed her body growing stronger, as though she had tapped into a strength she never realized was there. Most importantly, she began to enjoy walking again, free from the constant fear of falling. This simple method not only kept her safer, but also restored her sense of control and joy with every stride. The best part is that practicing this technique is easy and can be done anywhere. All you need are comfortable shoes and a little patience. Start by walking slowly in a hallway or in your yard, focusing on how each foot lands. Imagine your foot as a gentle ramp, rolling weight from heel to toe in a smooth motion. If it feels awkward at first, begin with just a few minutes each day, paying attention to every step and how your body adjusts. Lightly engaging your core will also help you stay upright and stable. Over time, what seems unfamiliar becomes second nature, and you'll find yourself walking with ease and confidence. Another benefit of this method is endurance. By using muscles more efficiently, you conserve energy, making longer walks easier and more enjoyable. For older adults, this means staying active without exhausting yourself. And as you focus on your steps, you'll notice a calming effect. It clears the mind, reduces worry, and lets you simply enjoy the journey. If you've noticed yourself shuffling or walking without rhythm, this is worth a try. Just a few minutes of daily practice can bring real change, not only in safety, but also in the joy of moving. Like Dorothy, you too can regain confidence and rediscover the simple pleasure of walking, with each step becoming a testament to your strength. Start today and let the heel-to-toe method guide you toward a healthier, happier path. Now let's look at another technique: pausing and maintaining balance every 20 steps. This simple yet highly effective habit requires no special tools or space, but it can greatly reduce the risk of falls. Every 11 seconds, an older adult in the United States is rushed to the ER because of a tumble, and small changes like this make a difference. The method is straightforward. After every 20 steps, pause. Stand steady with your feet shoulder-width apart and hold your balance for about 10 seconds. At first, it might seem too basic to matter, but these short pauses train your inner stability, sharpen body awareness, and build control with every stride. When walking, it's easy to slip into a steady rhythm, focused only on reaching your destination. But that's often when lapses in focus occur, especially on uneven sidewalks, garden paths, or when fatigue sets in after a long stretch. In those moments, even a minor loss of balance can lead to a stumble or fall. The pause every 20 steps method is designed to address exactly this. By stopping, standing firm, and focusing on balance, you give your body a chance to reset. That short break engages the muscles in your legs, hips, and core in a new way, improving coordination and strengthening your ability to stay steady. Imagine walking through a park where the path is covered with gravel or scattered leaves. Normally, you'd just keep moving, focused on your pace. But if the surface shifts, a rock juts out, or the ground turns slick, you may not react quickly enough, raising the risk of a fall. By practicing the 20-step pause, you train your body to be more prepared. Those 10 seconds of stillness are more than just rest. They're mini balance exercises, sharpening awareness and building stability. For older adults, whose reflexes and balance may decline with age, these short stops work like small workouts that strengthen muscle memory and confidence without the need for a gym. Helen, a 72-year-old from Oregon, is a powerful example of how this method works. After 2 painful falls, one in her kitchen and another on her driveway, she almost gave up walking. Once she loved her backyard strolls, but uneven paths with stones and roots filled her with dread. She tried rushing through tricky spots to feel safer, yet it only made her more unsteady. When Helen first heard about the 20-step pause, she was doubtful. How could stopping for just a few seconds help when her problem was wobbling while moving? Still, she decided to try. In her backyard, she began counting 20 steps, then paused, standing with her feet shoulder-width apart and gently tightening her core to stay steady. During those 10 seconds, she focused on her breathing and tuned into her body. At first, she felt shaky, but with practice her stance grew firmer. What surprised her most was that this technique didn't just improve her balance, it gave her mental clarity as well. Each pause felt like a reset, making her more aware of posture, foot placement, and her surroundings. Instead of rushing across uneven ground, Helen learned to slow down, control each step, and walk with greater confidence. Within weeks, she wasn't just walking, she was enjoying it again, knowing she could stop at any moment to regain stability. The best part is how simple this method is to apply. Start at home in a hallway or yard where you feel safe. Walk slowly, count 20 steps, then pause. Stand with feet shoulder-width apart, posture straight, and core slightly engaged. Hold for 10 seconds without rushing, focusing on how your body feels and adjusting if needed. Then continue walking and repeat. With each pause, you'll feel more connected to your body, from weight distribution to muscle coordination. With practice, this habit becomes second nature, allowing you to walk with greater confidence and less worry. Another benefit is the way it eases stress. Instead of constantly fearing a stumble, you know you'll pause every 20 steps to check in with yourself. This is especially helpful on unfamiliar ground, whether it's a park trail or a busy street. Pausing also saves energy, since you're not straining to keep balance all the time. You can even use this method indoors, especially if you ever feel unsteady moving from one room to another. If you've struggled with wobbliness or anxiety about losing balance, try this approach. Just a few minutes of daily practice can bring results, not only in steadiness, but also in the confidence that comes with feeling in control. Like Helen, you can rediscover the joy of walking, knowing each step is secure. Now let's move to the fourth technique, swinging your arms naturally. It may sound almost too simple, but this overlooked habit can make a real difference in lowering the risk of falls. Countless older adults face injuries and shaken confidence from falls, with someone rushed to the ER every 11 seconds in the United States. Instead of keeping your arms stiff at your sides or letting them hang limp, you're encouraged to swing them freely, in rhythm with your steps. This small adjustment not only improves balance, but also strengthens the coordination between your upper and lower body, making each step smoother, easier, and more controlled. When most people think about walking, they focus only on their feet, forgetting that arms play an equally important role. Imagine walking with your arms stiff or pinned to your sides. It feels awkward, doesn't it? That posture disrupts your body's natural rhythm and increases the chance of losing balance, especially on uneven ground like garden paths or cracked sidewalks. But when you allow your arms to swing naturally, opposite to your legs, left leg forward, right arm swinging, and vice versa, your body finds harmony. This motion not only helps you maintain an upright posture, but also adds momentum, making each step lighter and less tiring. It even helps release tension in your shoulders and neck, creating a sense of calm during your walk. The reason this technique is so effective is that it engages the body as a whole. When your arms swing in sync, they act as a natural counterbalance, steadying you with every stride. This is especially valuable for older adults, since posture often becomes stiff or slouched with age, leading to discomfort, back pain, and a greater risk of falls. By swinging your arms naturally, you promote better alignment, stand taller, and allow your muscles to work more efficiently. Swinging your arms also improves blood flow and eases stress on your joints, making walking not only safer, but more enjoyable. You'll notice you can cover longer distances with less fatigue, as if your body is moving as one smooth, unified system. The experience of Margaret, a 72-year-old from Oregon, clearly shows the value of this technique. After 2 painful falls, one in her kitchen and another in her driveway, Margaret nearly gave up walking. She once loved her backyard strolls, but fear made her keep her arms stiff at her sides, believing it gave her more control. Instead, it left her clumsy and unsteady. When she first tried swinging her arms naturally, she felt awkward, even a little self-conscious. Still, she decided to give it a chance. During short walks in her yard, Margaret focused on relaxing her shoulders and letting her arms swing gently with her steps. She matched the rhythm, right arm with left leg, left arm with right leg, keeping it light and natural. At first, it felt unusual, but within days, she noticed a difference. Her strides became smoother, her body less tense, and she walked more steadily, even on uneven ground. To her surprise, she also felt a burst of new energy. What once felt like a chore turned into enjoyment again, with taller posture and a brighter mood accompanying every step. After a few weeks, Margaret not only walked with more confidence, but also felt relief from shoulder and neck pain, as if her body had finally been freed from tension. Practicing this tip is simple and can be done anywhere. Begin by relaxing your shoulders and arms. If you notice stiffness, take a deep breath and let it go. As you walk, allow your arms to swing naturally in rhythm with the opposite leg. There's no need to exaggerate the motion. Keep it gentle and comfortable, letting your body move as it wants to. For added benefit, lightly engage your core to stabilize yourself and avoid twisting too much. If it feels unfamiliar, start with just 5 to 10 minutes each walk, then increase as it becomes easier. You can practice indoors in a hallway or outside in your yard, wherever you feel safe and free from distractions. Another advantage of this method is how vibrant it makes you feel. With your arms swinging in sync, you'll notice greater confidence and less worry about stumbling, especially on uneven ground, busy streets, or park trails. The steady rhythm also lifts your mood, releasing endorphins that bring ease and joy to each step. For older adults, this is a powerful way to stay flexible and healthy without complicated exercises. If you've ever caught yourself walking stiffly or feeling out of rhythm, this simple habit can bring noticeable results in just minutes a day, not only in stability, but in the comfort and joy of movement. Like Margaret, you too can rediscover the joy of walking, knowing each step is guided by your body's natural rhythm. Let your swinging arms lead you on a safer, more energized path forward. Now, let's look at the 5th technique, planning a safe route. To maintain safety, confidence, and enjoyment while walking, one of the most important yet often overlooked habits is choosing where you walk. This simple step can significantly lower the risk of falls, a problem that sends an older adult to the ER every 11 seconds in the United States. Instead of relying on familiar but hazardous paths like cracked sidewalks, poorly lit streets, or uneven ground, make it a habit to select routes that are flat, well-lit, and free from obstacles. Not only does this reduce danger, but it also provides peace of mind, making each walk more comfortable and enjoyable. The environment around us plays a bigger role in walking safety than many realize. Picture yourself strolling in the late afternoon on a familiar street. The light begins to fade, and suddenly, a sidewalk crack or a fallen branch is difficult to spot. Hazards like these can easily lead to a stumble, causing injury and undermining your confidence. Many older adults stick to the same walking routes out of habit or convenience, not realizing those paths may no longer be safe. By taking a little time to assess and choose better routes, like park trails, school tracks, or quiet neighborhoods with smooth sidewalks, you can greatly reduce the risk of accidents. This method doesn't change how you walk, only where you walk. The impact, however, is profound. Unsafe paths filled with cracks, clutter, or poor lighting keep your mind on constant alert, forcing you to focus on dodging hazards rather than enjoying the walk. This tension not only drains energy, but also raises the chance of losing balance because your body isn't fully under control. On the other hand, a safe route allows you to relax, focus on your steps, and even enjoy the scenery. This is especially important for seniors, as vision and reflexes naturally weaken with age, making it harder to notice risks. Walking on smooth, well-lit paths not only reduces falls, but also builds confidence, encouraging you to walk more often and stay active. The experience of Dorothy, a 72-year-old from Oregon, shows the value of this habit. After 2 painful falls, one in her kitchen and another on her driveway, she became afraid to leave her home. She had once loved evening walks, but her usual neighborhood route was full of hazards, cracked sidewalks, dim streetlights, and sloping ground that kept her constantly on edge. Each step carried the fear of tripping again. When advised to plan safer routes, Dorothy first dismissed the idea. She had walked the same path for decades. Why change now? But as she looked closer, she noticed dangers she had long ignored. Deep cracks, dark stretches, and overgrown shrubs blocking the sidewalk. That was when she decided to try something different. She discovered a nearby school with a flat, well-lit track free of obstacles. Her first walk there felt like a breath of fresh air. No longer squinting at the ground or fearing a hidden snag, she could walk with confidence. The smooth surface and clear lighting gave her a sense of security, and soon she began looking forward to her walks instead of dreading them. Within weeks, Dorothy was not only walking more often, but also feeling happier. She realized that a safe route didn't just protect her from falls. It restored her joy in movement, almost as if she had reclaimed her freedom. This tip is simple to apply and can start right away. Review the routes you usually take. Do you see cracks in the pavement? Is the lighting strong enough at dusk? Are there areas that make you uneasy? If so, it's time to seek alternatives. Local parks, school tracks, or quiet streets with smooth sidewalks are great options. Once you find a safe route, make it part of your routine. Even a short walk on a secure path is far more beneficial than a long one filled with risks. Another great benefit of this technique is how it motivates you to walk more often. When you know your route is safe, you feel less hesitant to head out, keeping you active and healthy as the years go by. A pleasant path also offers time to relax, enjoy nature, or chat with neighbors, turning each walk into a richer experience. For many seniors, this small change is the push that makes walking a daily routine. If you've ever felt uneasy because of your surroundings, this simple adjustment can transform your walks. Like Dorothy, you can rediscover joy and confidence, knowing each step is supported by a safe, reliable path. And with that, We've covered 5 simple walking tricks to help you move with confidence and protect yourself from falls. From scanning 4 steps ahead to swinging your arms naturally, these techniques have helped countless older adults regain freedom and joy in walking. I wish you good health, happiness, and peace, and remember to subscribe to my channel, Healthy Aging Blueprint.